Okay, so I ran out of time on the first video. So here's part two. So once you're finished with your timeline, your second part is to look at the timeline of events. And so it says, based on your timeline of the American Revolution, explain your relevance or the relevance or importance of each of the additional 5 to 6 events that you placed on the timeline. You should briefly summarize the event and explain why it is important to the revolution. So what you will do is event 1 will be your first event. I gave you two events. You will not do them. So I'm going to use the intolerable acts as my example. So when I look at my timeline, sorry, wrong button. When I look at my timeline, June 1774 was the intolerable acts. So I go here and I'm going to type in so I don't forget. Okay, so I have to do two things. In this answer, I should briefly summarize the event and explain why it is important to the revolution. So this event is important to the revolution because it was a good example of how the British wanted to punish the Americans and cause them to become angry and plan to revolt. Okay, so I kind of did one sentence. You can write multiple sentences, but you're basically answering what the event was and why it is important. So that is the part 2. So you will have 5 or 6. So if you have 5, then you will have 5 events filled out. If you did event 6, you would add that, but you do not have to do the Battle of Yorktown. Now, after you're done with your timeline, or as you're working on it, you could think, what are the sources that you used? So it's important in this unit that we have to plan your works consulted. So for example, there is a couple that I've done for you. This one was just provided on your document, but one that I used for my assignment was, the title is called The Timeline of the American Revolution. It is by Britannica. I just copy and pasted the actual URL and I accessed it today. You are looking at this on Tuesday, December the 8th, so you would obviously probably put December the 8th. So you go, if you went to where I was at, if you ended up using this website right here, you could do the same thing. You would copy, you would go back to the document, you would paste it. I go back and I look, American Battlefield Trust. And the title of, oh wait, sorry. I do that every time because I think that should be first. All right, so I put it in the wrong place. So there we go. Then this is the timeline of the American Revolution. And again, you all are accessing it, whichever date you're accessing it. So again, everything you will need will be on your daily agenda. If you have any questions, please let me know. But this is as simple as it is. You are creating a timeline first, adding 5 to 6 additional events. Then you are going to part 2, where you are summarizing and explaining their importance. And then the last thing is that you are completing your works consulted. Now, I want to review because I went through this in the first video, but you have also been assigned vocabulary. So your vocabulary, let me open that up. See, you have vocabulary, and so you either have a Frayer model. Sorry, I'm having trouble pulling them up. There we go. So I'll just use this one as an example. All right, so you have a Frayer model, and so you had to put the word in the middle. So again, this is the same one I did in class last week. Democracy. You will write a definition, in your own words. Then you're going to write a sentence using the word and making sure you underline or highlight the word. Use punctuation. Now, examples and non-examples. Examples are words, phrases that are like the vocabulary word. Okay, so again, democracy could be voters, different things. Okay, non-examples. Oops, wrong button. Non-examples are words or phrases that are not like the vocabulary word. You should have one for each of your vocab, and you will turn this in. I do not mind if you do it on paper. I don't mind if you do it on note cards, however you do it, as long as you're understanding. You will have a vocabulary quiz. Your vocabulary quiz will be on Tuesday of next week. You will be expected to know the definition. You will be expected to know how to look for context clues. So we will look into what that's going to look like on Thursday when we have class, and I will be back. Make sure you are prepared to turn your RQ questions in, your research question 1 in on Thursday. I will have the links available for you there. Your Frayer models you can go ahead and turn in. Thank you, and I hope y'all have a great day.